Overthinking is literally ruining your life, and here's exactly how to fix it. In the past, I had a lot of trouble when it came to overthinking, and sometimes, even in fact, up to this day, I still do sometimes, depending on the situation or the circumstances. But what I do now instead is whenever I catch myself being in that state where I'm overthinking too much, I'm thinking way too much about a certain topic, about a certain subject, no matter if it's like approaching a girl, figuring out like what it is that I'm gonna do, my next steps on whatever it is I'm trying to get done. The thing that I've found that has helped me the most is, for one, having like a 3-second rule. So whenever I catch myself drifting in that state where I'm like overthinking, is this a good idea? Is this bad? Is this gonna work? Is it gonna fail? Like, should I do this? Should I not? When I catch myself thinking like that, what I do is I give myself 3 seconds of liberty to be like that. And once those 3 seconds are up, I just go out and do whatever it is that I was overthinking about. So sometimes, like, I used to overthink when it came to approaching girls. So what I started doing was I gave myself 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right, we're walking over there. We're gonna go say hello, we're gonna go say hey, we're gonna go introduce ourselves and start a conversation. At that point, once I start walking and once I'm in the interaction, there's no way I could just be like, okay, let me get a reset, hold on. Reset, restart, respawn, restart checkpoint. I can't do that because it's not a video game. It's just real fucking life. So whenever you catch yourself drifting and you're in that mental state where you're overthinking, you're thinking way too damn hard when you shouldn't really be overthinking. And it's really like a very binary thing. It's either A or B, yes or no, hot or cold. What I want you to do is only give yourself 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. We're doing whatever it is that we were overthinking. It doesn't really matter if it ends up being a good, bad, neutral circumstance, situation. It doesn't really matter. The fact that you just snapped out of that overthinking mentality and overthinking phase is the whole point. We don't necessarily are concerned with whether the situation was positive or negative. We're just concerned right now with the situation of overthinking and being able to stop doing it. So whenever you catch yourself in that phase where you're overthinking, you're overanalyzing everything a little too much, and basically you're undecisive, just give yourself 3 seconds. That's it. That's the first step. The second thing that I want you to do instead of overanalyzing and overthinking is to just be in the mental state where, you know what, if I do whatever it is that I'm overthinking and it doesn't go well, that's okay. If it goes perfect and the outcome or the result is the one that I wanted, great. But if it doesn't, it's okay too. It's fine. At the end of the day, I still got it done. At the end of the day, I still did whatever it is I was contemplating and overthinking about. The whole point of this is just to get you out of the state where you're overthinking, you're overanalyzing, because we all tend to do this a lot, especially as men. We overthink things a little too much sometimes, when sometimes it's not even that big of a fucking deal. Sometimes we just have to be ready to go ahead and jump without thinking. And the third step to being able to stop overthinking things is to not try and live for other people. Part of the reason why I used to overthink things in the past a little too much was because I was always worried about what the next person had to say, what this person, what that person was gonna say, was gonna think about me. Like, I was at the point where I was like, I couldn't even wear whatever it is that I wanted to wear in the past because I was like, nah, what if so-and-so thinks this about me, or what if so-and-so is starting to say this? Who the fuck cares, bro? Nobody gives a fuck. Everybody's wrapped up in their own fucking head. They're thinking that this is their world. You're just living in it. So at this point, just start thinking the same thing. This is my fucking world, and you're just fucking living in it. If you keep living for everybody else and overthinking things because you're so worried about what the next person has to say, what they're gonna think, what they're gonna say, what their opinion is gonna be, you're never gonna be able to do anything that you want to do in this life. You're gonna be so worried about somebody else's opinion about you that you're never going to be able to do anything that you want. You can't dress the way you want to dress. You can't eat what you want to eat. You can't live where you want to live. You can't talk, you can't dress, you can't date. You can't do anything that you want to do because you're so wrapped up and worried about what other people are going to say and think about you that you're never going to live for yourself. We came into this world by ourselves, and we're going to leave this world by ourselves alone. So unless you want to be somebody else's puppet, unless you want to be somebody else's bitch, keep doing exactly what you've been doing, because at this point, you've been overthinking things and haven't been able to achieve all the results that you wanted because you've been so worried about what other people are going to say about you. Stop overthinking things. It's not that big of a deal. Just go ahead and do it. Give yourself a 3-second rule. Take action once those 3 seconds are up, and just start living life for yourself. If it goes well, cool. If it backfires on you and you fall on your face, That's okay too. But we're just not gonna keep on overthinking things, overanalyzing things, and living life for other people. We're gonna live life for ourselves. We're gonna do what's best for us and what makes us happy. If somebody else doesn't like it, oh fucking well. That's okay. At the end of the day, this is our life, this is our world, you're just living in it. That's the mentality I want you guys to have. This is my world, you're just living in it. If you stuck around to the end, don't stop watching now. Go watch my most recent upload. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Share the video. I'm gonna see you boys in the next one. Peace.